Very, very good over of batting. Maybe that's the one that's going to trigger Afghanistan into good things. It's 114-3.
तमाशा ऐप डाउनलोड करो और वर्ल्ड कप लाइव स्ट्रीम करो बिल्कुल फ्री और लातादार डेटा के लिए वीकली फ्रीडम ऑफर सब्सक्राइब करके पाओ 100 GB डेटा सिर्फ 500 रुपए के लोड में।
Nestle Fruit Items नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू प्याज की ताकत लिए
वो लम्हे जो कहीं खो से गए चलो किसी बहाने से उन्हें फिर से ढूंढ के लाते हैं कश्मीर कुकिंग ऑयल एंड बनस्पति खाना तो बहाना है
Break things up and Rohit Sharma has decided with Jadeja still into the attack that he will keep the same field. They will stay at slip himself and continue to put pressure on inside the circle and see if they can come maybe at Jadeja as well. Two at least here. Got to really, really threaten the outfield.
Now, this is the first time that really any questions have been asked of the Indian captain, Indian spinners. In fact, any of the bowlers across the course of today need to put some pressure on the opposition. At least to ask questions of them. Because so far it's just been easy going. I don't think Rohit Sharma's had to really make a decision across the course of today.
So that's where Azmat seems to be more strong in the cut area. 41% of his runs have come there. But the 6 singles of Jadeja and then those 2 sixes certainly has brought a sense of urgency. You can see now suddenly the runs are coming. May not be in boundaries, but at least no dot balls now. They're looking to, get a single every ball, keep it moving.
Jadeja halfway through his day at the crease. He's bowled his 5 overs for 19. It's 118 for 3.
And he dropped it. ये तो मैं बंद आंखों से पकड़ लूं।
मौसमी एक्सपर्ट जोंकी मंथली प्रो मैक्स से एक्सपर्ट कमेंट्री चलती रहे 200 GB डेटा 2000 दूसरे नेटवर्क मिनट्स सिर्फ 1600 रुपए में है कितनों का बहाना एक कप तुम है एक खेल भी जीता एक और कप चाय टपाल दानेदार खेल भी जीता और दिल और पाया एतमाद पूरे पाकिस्तान फैसल बैंक बढ़ो यकीन के साथ
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू प्याज की ताकत लिए
One of those very few grounds now in India that is right in the heart of the city. Jasprit Bumrah, his 5th over. Yeah, interesting, this partnership, 55 of 78. You often see that happen in 50 overs cricket where both parties are quite happy with status quo. Afghanistan have lost 3. They're worried about losing more. And India quite happy to give them 3 runs and over. But they'll be chasing. And when you chase under lights on this ground especially,
just start off with 20, 30 plus under lights, just gets better for batting. The captain, Ashmatullah Shahidi, has a career strike rate of 67, around 67. So he is that kind of a player who's not going to be going after the bowling too much. 67 used to be the strike rate, but really during our times was the average strike rate of the fewer batters. Now most of them strike at 80, 90, 100.
We've already seen 10 centuries scored in this World Cup when we're only into the 9th match. And most of those centuries, Sanjay, Anjum, would have been scored at a runner ball or more. So just buttresses your point about the strike rates, the average strike rates increasing over the years. And Shahidi in the last game scored 18 from 38. Put a lot of pressure on Ramanullah Gurbaz and then got dismissed. When you bat like this, you have to ensure that you take the game deep and you make up towards the back end.
Hasn't quite got it from the middle of the bat, so he'll get a couple of runs there. It's a slightly flawed approach because there's no guarantee that you'll make up later. What if better bowling is something that you find later? You assume that because you've got wickets in hand, you can go in and start playing more aggressively. But teams also key they're better bowlers for later. You're trained to deny you scoring runs quickly. Mushfiqur Rahim, for example, against England got a 50, strike rate of 70, chasing a big score. Although these are aberrations, most batters are very keen to score quickly. There you go, Bumrah looking for wickets here. Yorker, last ball. Just mentioned some big innings seen, quite a few hundreds. Tevin Conway in that first match, 152. There was another centurion in that game as well, David Malan. The top three for England contributed 270 out of the 340 that they got. Must pick Mohammad Rizwan's 100 last night as one of the best so far in this tournament. 121 for 3.
तमाशा ऐप डाउनलोड करो और वर्ल्ड कप लाइव स्ट्रीम करो बिल्कुल फ्री और लगातार डेटा के लिए वीकली फ्रीडम ऑफर सब्सक्राइब करके पाओ 100 GB डेटा सिर्फ 500 रुपए के लोड में।
PSO Diomax, पाकिस्तान का पहला प्रीमियम हैवी ड्यूटी डीजल इंजन ऑयल, परफॉर्मेंस ऐसी कि दुनिया चले।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
मोर एनर्जी के लिए नेस्ले माइलो, अच्छाई से बना अच्छाई के लिए।
From Nestle.
So that's something we don't see too much. He's sort of ready before everyone has also settled into their fielding positions to start bowling.
It's helped India. They've made up the shortfall. They were behind the over rate. They've made up to that. Kuldeep and Jadeja bowling in tandem earlier.
He's gone for it. Enough power. That's 6. They needed that. And not easy lofting somebody like Jadeja. A good shot.
It's also a good surface. Look at how he collapses that back leg to get the elevation, to get under the ball. A good strike. Good extension of the arms as well. Coil and unfurls. Gets a maximum. Sort of breaks the shackles a bit slightly. Also important that once you get that 6, once you get that boundary, the other deliveries in the over, as much as possible, you try to score off them. Oftentimes you see a batter hitting a 6 and the remaining deliveries are dot ball. So he's done well. He's put the bowler under pressure early in the over and then he's rotated the strike.
It will help the captain at the other end. Omar Zai opening up capitalizing on the opportunity that he feels he can get the better of Jadeja or Bumrah at the other end. They're short of one-day cricket. Afghanistan, they don't play as much as most other teams do. Just 29 matches that they had played between 2019 ODI World Cup and 2023. And the opportunities are far and few. A lot of these players play in international leagues, Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi. So they have the experience, not everyone, of international cricket. 133 for 3.
अच्छे लम्हों के लिए नेस्ले फ्रूटा वाइटल्स अच्छाई से बने अच्छाई के लिए
From Nestle.
बिजनेस बड़ा हो या छोटा, हर बिजनेस को आसान बनाए।
HBL फ्रीडम अकाउंट, जहां ख्वाब वहां HBL।
हाँ भाई, और करनी है रेस? चल आजा, उठ जा।
ये बस्तियां तो चलती रहेंगी, इसीलिए अपनी हिफाजत के लिए हमने लिया स्टेट लाइफ सेहत जिंदगी प्लान। स्टेट लाइफ हमेशा साथ निभाए।
Something that I see as a trend with most teams are mostly India more than the others. See Bumrah. Second ball, second over of his spell. Saw a ball go through Virat Kohli at Shorik's cover. And something that we see a lot of fielders do in the circle when they're there to save the single, no matter what the match situation, even towards the end when the batters are looking to hit boundaries, they like to come in a lot. And the theory behind that is that you save a single anyway, and if there's a forcing shot, because the closer you are, the angle gets narrower. You have a better chance of stopping it. Slightly debatable, the second point, whether it gets easier when you come closer. But that ball just went through Virat Kohli, it came quickly through him. They came quickly to him and just went through his hands. But it's something that we see a lot these days, guys saving the ones, not just in this middle over stage, but towards the end as well. Come very close to the batter. No one is on the edge of the circle anymore. There's something else we were discussing off air, Samuel, you and me, about 5 fielders inside the circle. What it also does is batters who are not good at rotating strike or finding gaps makes their job a lot more difficult. And you see that with Hashmatullah Shahidi, because to find a gap between 5 fielders inside the circle, you need exceptional skills. And I feel exceptional batters can rotate strike with ease and without risk with 5 fielders. It's like a crowd inside the circle. You're crowded by those fielders. That's why you see a lot of dot balls. There you go. 5 fielders inside the circle. So the onus is on the batter to find a gap. And those gaps are pretty narrow within the circle.
It also has to do with the state of the game. So in this particular scenario, it looks really comfortable for India having those 5 fielders in the circle. Had they been under the pump, they'd have been desperate to find another one on the boundary. Another full and fast delivery from Bumrah, looking to get another. But you're right, with the changes in the rules, makes it a little bit more challenging for the bowlers, but at times for the batters as well for strike rotation. Not interested with the review, clearly going down the leg side. But high pace from Bumrah, so dangerous. Ended up being a full toss, full on the pad. have a look at Jasprit Bumrah, wide that delivery, and then one that cut through the batter. Ability to make those adjustments in his line and his length, and then eventually the wicket. A very intelligent bowler, analyzes quite quickly and makes the adjustments that are necessary. Hence, he's been so successful at the international level in all formats of the game. Welcome return to international cricket for him for India.
There you go. Another one of his variation. 137 for 3.
नंबर चाहे कोई भी हो, टेलीनॉर, यूफोन या फिर ज़ोन, हर मोबाइल नेटवर्क का दोस्त जैज़ कैश है ना।
एक घूंट में जागेगी खेल की उमंग, चाय और क्रिकेट, वाइटी पियो, जिंदगी जियो।
न बिजली जाती है न बिजली का बिल आता है, तो आज ही बिजली के बिल को क्लीन गोल्ड करें। इनवेक्स सोलर एनर्जी, बिल की फिक्र से बेफिक्र।
PSO Diomax, पाकिस्तान का पहला प्रीमियम हैवी ड्यूटी डीजल इंजन ऑयल, परफॉर्मेंस ऐसी कि दुनिया चले।
Things will start to cool down now as we get into the evening. It's 4:15 p.m. local time. Maybe an hour and it will be a little hot. Give it a couple of weeks, Samuel, and be nice and cool in India. Then we'll be in the final round of the World Cup, and then the atmosphere of the game will heat up. The weather will be cool.
Looking forward to that, looking forward to the business end of this tournament. Which 4 teams will prevail?
Right, we've got Mohammad Siraj now back to pace from both ends for India. Has gone for it, calculated it, one bounce over the boundary.
The aggressor in the partnership. It's already progressed to 78, and this has been their best when they've batted together. Captain Shahidi and Omar Zai, more known for his all-rounder abilities. But he's using the bottom hand, he's holding the bat way down on that handle. And he's ready to pounce on anything that's pitched up or way too short in his strength area. He punished Jadeja, now he's punished Siraj.
Good point about that bottom hand, because that really helped him with that last shot. Field adjustment, fine leg inside the circle. Marzai on strike. There again, the bottom hand is opening up, getting a single. He's got a 50 in his one-day career. This is his second highest score. Bowled a couple of overs the last match. Yeah, he's been good and picked the right spots to hit. And just optimum hitting, ensuring that he's hitting over the infield. So that's the other thing that happened when you have 5 fielders inside the circle and you're not able to pick the gaps, then the odd risk is taken. And that's where the spinners sort of come back in the game and get wickets. The batters start feeling the pressure of not getting the singles. That's got to be 4. Not a good start for Mohammad Siraj. Too much width on that one. This was the captain not joining in.
Yeah, bowling to his strength. You saw Jasprit Bumrah as well, ready to drop the ball short to Hasmatullah Shahidi in the previous over. This time Siraj as well. Probably they're trying to bowl to a plan. 40% and plus his runs have been actually scored square of the wicket. So that's his strength area, Shahidi.
Now, Rit has brought back his fast bowlers, looking to break this partnership. Instead, it has yielded runs for Afghanistan. This partnership now with 84. You were mentioning a couple overs ago, Nanjum, about the lack of one-day international cricket for Afghanistan in particular. Just to put things in context, India, they featured in every single World Cup. It's just the 3rd time that Afghanistan, they are playing in the men's ODI World Cup. 86 matches for India, in all World Cups, just 17 for Afghanistan. So they're still very much developing, learning.
And probably because, which is a good thing, more and more number of cricketers from the Afghanistan team are playing in international leagues. Earlier it was just Rashid Khan and Nabi. Now the number has gone up. Farooqi is there, Noor Ahmed, Gurbaz. The numbers are increasing. So the more number of players who go back into the international team of theirs, Afghanistan team, and share that knowledge, it's only going to assist and help. They've got Jonathan Trott as the coach. They've got local knowledge in Ajay Jadeja as a mentor. So that will help.
Not been one of his best overs, Mohammad Siraj. He'll know it. 10 runs from that over. It's 147 for 3.
एक और कप चाय चपाल दानेदार
शुक्राना करूं अल्लाह का सूफी मैं हुआ
सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद का
खर्चे कम कैसे करें
बाबा खेले
चलो आ जाओ
बीमार पड़ गई तो टेस्ट दवाइयाँ हजारों का खर्चा
हजारों का खर्चा बचा सकता है लाइफ बॉय बीमारी की असल वजह है जरासीम जिनसे लाइफ बॉय दे 100% यकीनी हिफाजत
बड़ी हिफाजत
बड़ी बचत
पेंट के पैसे दो टोकन के नहीं
मास्टर पेंट्स This drink break is brought to you by Vital Tea, Vital Pure, Zindagi Jio.
एक धूप में जागेगी खेल की उमंग चाय और क्रिकेट वाइटल पियो जिंदगी जियो ट्रिपल एक्शन प्रोटेक्शन ग्रुप नेस्ले नीडो अच्छाई से बना अच्छाई के लिए
फ्रॉम नेस्ले नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू प्याज की ताकत लिए
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम हुस्ने जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं
रैपर के थर्मस जो रखे देर तक गरम रैपर फ्रॉम द हाउस ऑफ ईगल स्टार
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू प्याज की ताकत लिए
इस मिट्टी से वफा निभा रहे हैं ये है FFC का आज़म एक धूप में जागेगी खेल की उमंग चाय और क्रिकेट वाइटल पियो जिंदगी जियो तूफान जगह
तमाशा ऐप डाउनलोड करो और वर्ल्ड कप लाइव स्ट्रीम करो बिल्कुल फ्री और लातादार डेटा के लिए वीकली फ्रीडम ऑफर सब्सक्राइब करके पाओ 100 GB डेटा सिर्फ 500 रुपए के लोड में
बेफिक्री से करें अपनी सेविंग महफूज हलाल आमदनी के साथ फैसल लाइफ प्लस सेविंग्स अकाउंट आपके मुस्तकबिल का मुहाफिज
फैसल इस्लामी
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू प्याज की ताकत लिए
पेंट के पैसे दो टोकन के नहीं
मास्टर पेंट्स
In World Cups for Afghanistan. They'll be looking to get a few more during the course of this tournament. 7 opportunities beyond this game at least.
That's what they need, some more of those tall buildings. That's come when they've had to hit the ball in the air. That's where chance for India to get a wicket as well. Third over of his spell, Bumrah starting off round the wicket. captain on strike.
Yeah, it's been a good progression for Afghanistan. Hashmatullah Shahidi started off cautiously as he required to after losing 2 quick wickets, especially of Rahmat Shah. And then Omar Zai capitalizing. He's been the aggressor, closing in on a half century. And the partnership has developed well in the 104 deliveries that they've faced up. 85 runs already. And the fact that Jasprit Bumrah has been given an extended spell here, Badri and Sanjay, you feel that India is not taking this partnership lightly. They want to break this partnership. It's progressed the best, and it's developing into a comfortable zone for the Afghanistan team.
And look at the run rate, how it's suddenly looking better. Just the effect of the last few overs. They haven't lost a wicket, so they've got wickets in hand and some dangerous batters to come. Ahmed Nabi. Marzai moves on to 47. You're right, India looking for wickets. I know the spinners have been taken out, but every ball that Bumrah has bowled in the spell, it's a quest to get a wicket.
And he's still into his variations, much of slower balls and also those very fast Yorkers.
Yeah, lots of slow balls in this over, in this spell.
And when Afghanistan looks back at this innings, they should feel happy that they've actually not given away too many wickets. Between Jadeja and Kuldeep Yadav, they haven't earned a wicket, both the spinners. And they've been forcing the Indian captain to go back to Bumrah and Siraj.
Another slow delivery. He's got this very unique off spinner that he bowls. It's almost like it comes from the front of the hand. There's no overspin at all. It's just sort of lots of side spin, front of the hand. There you go.
Sanjay, I was just wondering if when you come to play this game from an Afghanistan standpoint, and you know that over 750 runs were scored in the previous contest, if that plays on your mind a little bit in terms of thinking about a target score, having won the toss and deciding to bat first, are they thinking about a particular number?
Or have they realized that this is nothing like the pitch on which those runs were scored? Aggression, and that's going to be 4. 150 comes up. It's 153 for 3.
एक धूप में जागेगी खेल की उमंग, चाय और क्रिकेट, वाइटी पियो, जिंदगी जियो।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
ओह, सॉफ्ट।
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
सनलाइट 15% एक्स्ट्रा पाउडर के साथ, ज्यादा पाउडर, ज्यादा बचत।
Coming close to being the second highest partnership, because a very short history in regards to World Cup for Afghanistan. Siraj with one improvement from the last over. That's a well. The first ball was spanked for 4 in the last over. This one in the channel.
This will always give a lot of confidence to cricket back in Afghanistan. They were recently in the final of the Asian Games playing against India. Eventually, India won the gold medal. The match couldn't be completed, but for the younger lot of Afghanistan, or the Afghanistan A side, Gulbuddin Nai was one of the senior players there. This will help. This will be a big boost.
It's been an incredible rise for them. Remember, they qualified directly for this tournament, made it in the top 7, and then along with India top 8, Sri Lanka and Netherlands had to go the long route. So they've been improving steadily over the last few years, and you're right, Anjum, this World Cup appearance, and if they can manage a few victories here and there, would go a long way to inspire many others coming along in the system.
Well, in the past, when you had teams starting off playing, say, tests, for example, New Zealand or India, way back in the 30s and 40s, it took them 15, 20 years to start competing seriously against established opposition. Oh, well played. Some runs coming now in boundaries. Mohammad Siraj proving to be expensive here. He's got a wry smile on his face. Maybe time to get spinners back in. But this is good. Good partnership, this.
Yeah, boundaries hemorrhaging in the last few overs. A deliberate stroke and trying to get it down in that region. And Shahidi gets it fine enough to beat the fielder in the deep. Yeah, that partnership continues to build. Frustration for Siraj. Elation for Afghanistan.
He wants him to play the uppish drive, Shahidi. And Siraj can get that edge. And that's why on the previous ball he asked for a wide-ish third slip. The ball bisected the keeper and the slip fielder. But he's gone back to his strength, Siraj. Pitch the ball up with a scramble seam, get it away, swing it away, angle it away.
16 matches in their World Cup career, so to say. Lost a few, but it's a team that, as you said, improving, rapid rise in T20s. That's the one win that we just showed you, direct qualification into this World Cup. 50 overs is taking a little longer for them to become a force, but they're definitely a force in T20 cricket at the moment. But there's some promising signs with Afghanistan. Some of their batters now learning to get hundreds in 50 overs cricket. There have been 3 this year. I think their bowling has always been impressive. There's always been a few wicket takers in the spin department. Spirited fast bowlers. Mohammad Nabi has been at the center of it all for a number of years. There's Nabinul Haq in the center. Faruqi to his left. Looking forward to Nabinul Haq bowling to Virat Kohli.
on the boundary.
Not that an extra field on the boundary is going to make much of a difference if you connect the ball like was done 2 balls ago.
Very true, very true. But we saw yesterday in the 2 games, England lost 7 for 68 and Sri Lanka 5 for 61 in the last 10.
Well, this partnership now is worth very quickly gone up to 117. They're chasing down the highest ever World Cup partnership, that of Ikram Alikil and Ramat Shah against the West Indies. That's 133. Keep that in mind. All of a sudden, Rohit Sharma is taking a lot more time and paying a lot more attention to his job. Trying to restrict all of a sudden.
I don't know if it's because Virat Kohli is out at deep cover, but there seems to be a little bit more energy as well, especially in Afghanistan batters.
Seven from the over, 180 for 3.
जज्बात में तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, इसीलिए अपनी हिफाजत के लिए हमने लिया स्टेट लाइफ सहारा फैमिली प्लान। स्टेट लाइफ हमेशा साथ निभाए।
लूटा तूफान लगा।
And he dropped it. ये तो मैं बंद आंखों से पकड़ लूं।
मौसमी एक्सपर्ट जोंकी मंथली प्रो मैक्स से एक्सपर्ट कमेंट्री चलती रहे। 200 GB डेटा, 2000 दूसरे नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 1600 रुपए में।
नया लाइफ पॉइंट नेचुरली स्ट्रॉन्ग शैम्पू, प्याज की ताकत लिए।
Quite beautifully, and now starting to be a bit more expansive. Hardik Pandya. Nice placement. Very nice placement. In fact, perfect placement. Great start again early in the over.
Just putting pressure on the bowler. Hardik Pandya bowling at the pads. Nicely flicked away. These are short boundaries, so the ball travels very, very quickly.
Ball down straight through. Hits the top of off stump. The crowd go absolutely berserk because the birthday boy has struck.
And it was clever bowling. Previous delivery was 144 kilometres an hour into the pads, got clipped for 4, change of pace, off cutter into the pitch, it gripped a little bit as well, hit the top of off stump. Bowling coach's dream. And Hardik Pandya gets to celebrate. He breaks the crucial partnership between these two. And India are up and about because they've picked up their 4th wicket. Azamatullah goes for 62. Afghanistan are 184 for 4.
डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज, ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नर्म मुलायम।
सॉफ्ट
सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों पर सख्त, कपड़ों पर नर्म।
पैंथर टायर्स लेवल ही हो रहा है।
लूटा तूफान लगा।
And he dropped it. ये तो मैं बंद आंखों से पकड़ लूं।
मौसमी एक्सपर्ट
सॉन्ग की मंथली प्रो मैक्स से एक्सपर्ट कमेंट्री चलती रहे, 200 GB डेटा, 2000 दूसरे नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 1600 रुपए में।
Not his first rodeo, 38 years of age, so he has been around the track for quite some time and built up a very respectful record in the process. So, an outstanding cricketer. And an aggressive greeting. Well, India needed this breakthrough. They simply did.
It looked to me like he was looking to run the ball down to third man, looking to open the face of the bat. Yes, you can see that. And that's what happened. Opening the face of the bat, misses it completely. It's come much slower. Almost 16 kilometers per hour slower than the previous delivery, which had been knocked for a boundary. Sometimes you're looking to play a cute shot. There is a fielder there. You think, was the risk worth it just for one run?